Hey, how are you guys? It's been a while since I've done a video. So normally for full moons, I do I write blogs, right? But then this one is very special, right? For me, it's special. It's just uh, a confirmation of what the other full moons were about. The last two full moons were about. So quick one. On the 10th of July, the Southern Hemisphere is going to have a full moon in Cancer, right? Because we're still in the sun sign of Capricorn, right? So the moon is actually is the opposite. The full moon is opposite of our the the season we are currently in, right? Because in the north, most astrologers do use the Western astrology system, and then in Vedic they use sidereal, so this moon is gonna be different, right? So the southern hemisphere is having a full moon in Capricorn, no, in Cancer. Listen to me, in Cancer, sorry. um yeah, I'm gonna be this is gonna be a bit of distraction, yeah, because school holidays and stuff, and I'm outside because it's cold inside. Right. So why I say this full moon is special is because it's also happening on the eighth day, right? So the last full moons, the full moon in Gemini, which we had in May, the full moon in Taurus. No man, what am I saying? Yo, Mercury retrograde. Yo, So the full moon in Taurus that we had in May and the full moon in Gemini that we had last month in June, they all happened on an eighth day, as this one is also happening on an eighth day. Number eight is ruled by the law of cause and effect, right? So karma and yeah, what you put in is what you get out, right? And it also rules power. So in our case, for a personal point of view, it will be as the theme for the last blogs has been about stepping into personal power, right? On my blog for the one in May, I discussed about changing your mindset so that you can step into what you perceive as your personal power, right? And then the last one was about the actions that you can take into stepping into personal power. So for this one, I'm not going to write a blog. I think I'm not sure. Maybe I'll write it. I'm not sure, but I think this video will suffice. So for this one, we are doing. I will be doing basically. I will be doing a burn ritual for stepping into personal power. Right? You can also do it in the from tomorrow until the next 2 days, right? From the 10th until the latest will be the 11th at night, right? So it's gonna be a burn ritual. We're gonna be using the energy of releasing, because the full moon, right? Because it's a full moon, and then it gets to a point where we are actually releasing. It releases. Full moon releases, right? So we'll be releasing things, places, people that you believe are holding you back from stepping into your personal power. So how you go about this ritual is a pen and paper. You need a pen and paper and something to box of matches or a lighter or a candle, right? Because yeah, you need fire or fire. Yeah, you can also make a small fire. And what you're gonna do is, for the first, have to first, oh sorry, set your intentions, right? So for setting your intentions, you need to be in a meditative state, right? So you're gonna meditate like before you do your ritual. So preferably do this at night before you sleep. Ne? So you're gonna meditate. Let's say meditate for like 5 minutes, minimum 5 minutes, where you're setting your intention, you're calming your mind, and then after that, you listen to what your heart is saying. You write down whatever it is that is you feel is holding you back. You write it down. I remember the first time I did this ritual, I even wrote myself, right? So myself, so because I felt I was holding myself back because I had limiting beliefs that made me believe that I am not worthy or capable of being the person that I'm supposed to be, right? So you write those things down, you write whatever it is, and then after that, you burn that paper. We're gonna burn that paper, and then the ashes, you flush them down the drain, toilet, flush them down the drain. And then after that, you prepare your spiritual bath. So your bath can be, for some people, I normally use a shower in most cases at night because bath is tedious, man. So I take my things, iwashozami, my bath salt, my salts basically, which are infused with herbs, umuti, and I also have another one where I, depends, man, if I want to use the one where I have put in ashes and stuff. Take a handful, put them in a bucket, like 10-liter bucket, pour in water, right? And then after, set that aside, and then it infuses with the water, and then you shower normally as you normally shower, and then you rinse yourself with that. Okay, sorry about that. And then you rinse yourself with that water, right? And then you don't wipe yourself off. You take a clean set of pajamas and put them on, and you get to bed. That's your release. That's what you release. We release basically that water, that seawater, salt infused water, or Himalayan salt infused water, or whatever you want to use. It actually cleanses the energies, because after a burn ritual, most times your energies, you get drained, so you rinse yourself out, put on a new a clean set of pajamas, and you go to sleep. And then for those of you who prefer using a bath, you take your salt, herbs, whatever you use, and you run your bath, and then you do that. And then that's your releasing ritual. You can also do this ritual for every full moon when you feel like you want to release, not on every full moon or whatever, whichever day you feel like you want to release whatever is holding you back, or the energies that are holding you back, or people that are holding you back, especially now, which it's also good, it's also fitting that now we are actually in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, where you'll be receiving a lot of hello strangers, how are you stranger texts and stuff, and then you're seeing people coming back into your orbit. So it will be good to also do it for for that. So when you get into the retrograde, the people where you perceive are holding you back, the energies are not attached to you. This also works for people where you feel, yes, you want a relationship with them, but there's something off about that certain relationship where you have together, right? So you write it, and then it's like that prayer that please God, whatever is not meant to be for me, please remove it, and then it's removed. Right. So you can also put then people where you feel you're not actually sure about how they fit into your life, and then it works. So hopefully that helps you guys. And then even if you see this video whenever, it will help you. It's a ritual you must always um I encourage you to do, even if you do it like every 3 months or every 2 months. And then you see you're clearing out energies, even people or things within yourself that you feel are holding you back, not only from your power, but holding you back. Basically, yeah, it's power, or holding you back from reaching or living your life in how you perceive your life is supposed to be perceived, right? Yeah. So hopefully it work. No, not works. It will work. Hopefully this video finds you when it's supposed to find you, and you put in the work. You do the ritual. Yeah, that's all. That's all. Bye.